Merde.
Right. We'll take 800 of these, 1,500 of those, and 3,000 of that. We'll want 60,000 rounds for the pistol and 250,000 for the assault rifle.
They deliver or do you?
Can you wait for that until you settle our account in Brussels?
Come on, we're here.
Le passeport par là, s'il vous plaît.
Huh?
Are you getting up?
Hello? Diane. You got my message then? Well, I saw Henry's name on the list of officers at NATO HQ. Yeah, David's with me. Oh, thanks. He's fine. We've been to Rome on a story. Lunch? Today? Hang on, I've been trying to set up a list of appointments. Thanks. Yeah, I'm free. Where are you? Oh, hang on, I'll get... Here. Yeah. Oh, God. Little America, I can just imagine.
It's practically a suburban Washington transplanted. Darling, you're going to think you're back at the Pentagon. Right. 12:30 will be fine. But wait a minute. Tell me about Rome.
Monsieur?
Well, how long did you stay there? Oh, are the Italians still as handsome?
Sure, blame the army. Goddamn humorists. Isn't it late for you?
Listen, lunch isn't going to be very elaborate. Yes, I'm dieting. I'm always dieting. Yeah. All right, see you later, darling. Darling, that was Julia on the phone. She's here in town. She's been here since Wednesday.
I'll call an alert at headquarters.
Oh, dear. Now, it's only natural she's a little bitter about the military.
Yeah.
But she is the nicest friend I ever had.
Yeah. Does she know George is remarried?
I don't know, but I'm sure she'll be relieved.
One of the best staff officers I ever had.
What are you talking about? He was the original male chauvinist pig.
Well, if I had a wife as attractive as Julia, I'd have kept her locked up, too.
I beg your pardon.
Bye, Mom.
Goodbye, darling. Wear your gloves, Tina.
Bye, Pop.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Carol.
Bye, Hon.
See you at dinner.
You may and you may not.
Come on, kids.
Hi, Tina. Hi.
Hello. Un cornet de frites, s'il vous plaît. You were right. That greedy bastard Berkman said he'll give us 30 days free option against 1.5% of the sale. He called me this morning before I was out of bed.
Huh? I thought he was that kind. Hope the hell you didn't give him my number.
Never. But he wants you to meet him at the racetrack tomorrow. He doesn't think we should be seen at the factory again until there's a deal.
I wish the hell you'd stop eating while I'm training.
Have you heard from George recently?
He sent me the announcement. He wants David to spend the summer with them.
Oh, really? You gonna let him do that?
Of course. David still gets homesick for America. Anyway, he's his father.
You do know the Washington Post is not the Pentagon's favorite newspaper.
I know it. I gloat on it. I hope that Colonel Richardson gets an abdominal attack every time he passes a newsstand.
What do you say we drink to that, huh?
Terrific.
Julia, you're much too skinny to sleep alone, dear. Come on. I'm starving.
You know what I'm here for, don't you?
No, as a matter of fact.
I'm covering the war games.
Oh?
You know, Henry could be very useful to me for contacts. Headquarters in the embassy.
Henry?
Oh.
But Julia, Henry, well, Henry in the Post, you know, Henry isn't very liberal. In fact, there are times lately when he wishes for a party to the right of the Republicans.
You wouldn't have to write the articles. Just make the introductions.
Oh, well, what are friends for, huh? He would be delighted.
Who've you got?
Provocateur.
$25 to 1.
Uh-huh.
Here he comes.
Mr. Scott, when the sale is made, it will be made on a normal company contract. I'll sign simply as executive director. You have 30 clear days to effect the sale before the gun is publicly released. If you sell, I take 1.5% of your commission in Swiss francs in Switzerland.
I want to test the gun myself before I sell it to anyone.
But I assure you, the gun is an absolute
No test, no sale.
Of course.
$25 to 1.
Ben, monsieur.
Monsieur Beckman.
Honey, you got everything over here. Tina! Antoinette, dear friend.
Oui, madame. Bye, madame. It's all in the car.
Your stuff looks great in my place.
Let me get up here. Don't fall. Get it on the hook.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to look marvelous. You're a darling.
The only thing is, I think Henry's going to be shocked. That is his favorite picture. But then he is practically the host.
Guest of honor.
Yeah.
Mom, should we wash these?
Yes, and do it very carefully. The station wagon was full of dog hairs again. David, careful. Careful. Is everyone you wanted to coming?
Yep, Henry's name is better than anybody's. But I'm missing a man. I haven't got the couples worked out yet.
Oh, don't worry. In this town, you can find anything, male, female, neuter. In Brussels, there's something for everyone.
It's all right. It's the landlord's. Hi.
Hi.
I see you around here every morning.
Uh-huh.
Mind if I run with you?
Uh-huh.
I guess you live next door to us.
Uh-huh.
This is good for you running in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Good for your lungs.
Uh-huh.
Why do you smoke?
Because the air's polluted.
Would you, Diane? Thank you. I hate to bother you, but I really am a little desperate.
Darling, if the army is good for anything, it's good for its unlimited supply of men. Yes, I'll see you tonight. Bye.
With the politicians barking at each other, as usual, the important thing about these war games is to prove to the public that there's no friction between the troops. So we're going to organize this exercise to give maximum field control to the NCOs and to the junior officers.
Splendid. Leave us free for golf at the weekend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Good. Now, the battle area. The battle area. Here's the battle area. And this is the chateau. It was decided to put the British to the south, together with the Danes and the Italians. And I'm going...
General?
Don't interrupt.
But, sir...
I know. Don't panic. Don't panic. got 4 minutes. Yes, Mr. President, General Steedman. The hell are you doing on this line?
What's the matter? Did I call the wrong number or something?
And this line is for an emergency.
Well, this is an emergency. Julia needs an extra single officer for the party tonight.
And this is the wrong number to call me on.
Why'd you answer it if it's the wrong number?
And you've got to forget this number.
How can I forget it? I don't even know what it is.
God damn it, Diane, what the hell do you want?
I told you what I want. Julia desperately needs a single officer for tonight. And why are you mad at me? It was Captain Edwards that got sick.
Diane, can you believe me that there are some things more important? And wait. Lieutenant Davis, are you married?
Well, no, sir, I...
Tell Julia she's got her officer. And forget this number. Jesus Christ. Lieutenant Davis, you're going to a party tonight.
Yeah, but, sir,
That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Oh, let's see, where was I? Yeah. To the south, the Italians. Yes? Yeah. Yes, Mr. President, this is General Steedman. God damn it, Diane!
I'm only calling to make sure which number it is that I'm supposed to forget.
Now, if the president calls, we're gonna die.
Sophie! Soap!
So,
Sophie! Sophie, where the hell are you going? Sophie? Sophie, did you leave? Sophie!
Yes, I'm looking for it. It's not exactly what you want to do. Oh, here it is.
I can tell you it was one hell of a mess.
well, I just don't understand how it happened. Ask your telephone operators tomorrow. They're the ones who plugged me in. Anyway, you're going to be the handsomest man at the party.
Yeah.
The handsomest general.
Oh, I know damn well she'll bully things out of me and out of the rest of us. And use it all for an article against the lot of us.
Darling, you know that the Post has been attacking the Pentagon for 25 years. It hasn't made an ounce of difference. Now, come on, just humor her. You know, George isn't paying her very much alimony, and it does give her something to do.
Yes?
Oh, hello.
Hello? Would seem to be.
You out with Julia?
I don't think so. You're not Julie, are you? Sorry. She's Sophie.
Well, at least she always said she was Sophie.
Julia's new in the building. You know, she has a little Oh, it's the wrong door. It's the wrong door.
The wrong door.
Anytime you want Sophie, you know where she is.
Come, dear. Who is that man?
Well, he's just a man.
Oh, he's the CIA?
God, every time there's a strange man, he's got to be CIA. Army intelligence is bigger than CIA.
Then he's with Army Intelligence, huh?
Not with Army Intelligence. And leave it to Julia to pick a neighbor like him.
Obviously, Julia doesn't even know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at last, the guests of honor.
Hello, darling.
Henry.
You look beautiful. You didn't tell me there was another apartment on this floor.
Well, I didn't know you wanted to know.
Oh, he's a dish. Have you met him?
Him? I thought it was a girl. I saw her go out this afternoon. Must be his wife.
That girl is nobody's wife, dear.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Come here, Henry. See?
Did that Lieutenant Davis that Henry promised you show up?
Did he ever? Where's he been stationed, anyway? He's been following me around like a randy polar bear, just out of hibernation.
Well, confidentially, Henry tells me that he's only been stationed here 2 months, and he's had it off with half the secretaries in the common market.
Well, tell him to lay off me. Otherwise, he won't live to do the other half.
Diane, you with the golf match yesterday.
Mary, listen, I did this jumble sale. I'm sorry.
Come on. I'm going to pour you a scotch with my own hands.
Sounds like a quick way to an early death.
Listen, I love you.
You love us all, but if we open our mouths, you make every word sound like we're bloodthirsty Genghis Khans.
Well, you are bloodthirsty Genghis Khans, Henry. You pretend to believe in a free press. I'm simply here to help you practice your beliefs.
Oh, 6 and 4. Suck my old tooth. You're wrong.
How could you do a thing like that?
Well, it's a question of knowing the game.
I'm not talking about the game. How could you think I was Julia?
I didn't think
I'm
you were
sorry.
Julia. He thought you were Julia. Well, don't you trust me? Come on, it's your role.
I've cooked for you, shot for you. I've even washed your dirty socks. And you don't even know my name.
Of course I know your name. It's Julia. It's Sophie.
I want to go home.
Home, but you owe me 256 francs. I hate to be picky, Uni, but you must... Okay, no backgammon. Let's try gin, or how about blackjack? You can deal.
Will you take me home?
All right. Well, how far do you live?
Okay, I'll take you home.
Henry gave us 300 donations. How much did you actually make that sale? Well, it doesn't matter as long as we make the money. May I have some more coffee, Lieutenant Davis?
You combine intelligence with beauty. So real.
How kind. It takes an Italian sensibility to make such compliments, General Fritz.
You mind the cigar?
Not if you don't mind a little fresh air.
Well, that's right. George didn't smoke, did he?
No, even George had one virtue.
You know, he's due to make brigadier at the next promotion.
Henry, there's one thing I don't begrudge the army. It's George. They deserve each other.
Crying is very bad for the eyes. I suppose you want me to do your shopping for you tomorrow?
That would be a very sporting gesture. But after paying this cab, I doubt whether I'll be able to afford it.
I hope I live 1,000 miles, and you can pay every penny of
Cut
it.
it out, Sophie.
I
bleed
you.
easily.
What the?
Julia, despite all your efforts, I managed to spend a few minutes alone with that General Peruzzi. He does spread it on a bit thick. Oh, I would hate to be a girl alone in Brussels.
He's Henry's gift. I never met him before tonight. But somehow I think he's going to tell me things that Henry never would.
I bet.
You always get a midnight snack?
Whenever I'm visiting someone else's house.
How long are you going to stay in Brussels?
Mother's not sure. She could stay on to cover the common market. I'll go back to Paris after the war games. Depends on how well she likes Brussels.
Doesn't it depend on the news?
No. Mother makes news happen where she wants to be.
Until now, journalists have not been my favorite people. I expect you to reform me altogether.
If you promise to do the same for me about generals.
Buonanotte.
Buonanotte.
Wednesday at 11.
Wednesday, mio generale. You see, I've got an interview. You've done your bit for the free world.
There are times when I wish I was on the other side.
I'll quote you.
I'm not a bit tired. Are you sure you would like to stop someplace for a little drinky and eating?
No thanks. I've got to get to bed.
So you can get up early and go home. I know. Oh,
Let me
yes, thank you. You know, I think that I did drink too much wine.
I've aged considerably since we met. I hope that means I qualify for a return engagement soon.
Sure. Anytime. My little boy is just longing to have someone to play catch with.
Oh, good night, Julia. It was a lovely party.
Just like home.
Julia, the party was just great. Tina and I will be by in the morning with David to pick up the things so Henry won't feel that he's driving.
Must have been a hell of a party. Are you locked out?
That's very clever of you. A lesser man might have thought I was praying to Mecca.
That's impossible. Mecca's over that way. Looks like fun. You mind if I join in?
Why don't you take a run at the wall if you burst through? The key's in the dresser. Alternately, you could try to be quiet. Very distant.
Would you like me to try, or are you still banking on the head?
I'll keep an eye on Mecca. You try the keyhole.
You left the door ajar, went to bid someone goodbye, and it blew shut.
It's happened to you?
Twice.
What did you do?
Well, the tenant before you was a very reasonable neighbor. She let me sleep in her place. Oh, on the couch, of course. She wasn't that reasonable. If I had shown any presence of mind, I would, of course, borrowed a hairpin.
Are any of those liable to fit?
No. I'm afraid you're out of luck.
Oh, hell.
Well, don't despair. I tell you what, why didn't you come into my place? You could have a think. Or maybe there's someone you could call. It's not very tidy, I'm afraid.
The phone?
Oh, there, help yourself.
Thank you.
While you're calling, I'll fix us a drink.
Oh, no, please don't bother.
I'll bet you'd like a brandy.
The phone seems to be dead.
Dead? Oh, no. Wretched continental telephones.
Nothing.
I'll try the extension in the bedroom. Sometimes it's just the one line that's gone. Hello? Can you hear me?
No.
I can't hear you either. Must be dead too. Would you like some soda?
No, thank you.
Now, don't worry. You can always sleep on my couch. I owe that to a neighbor.
That's very good of you, but I really don't think I should impose on you anymore.
It's no imposition. Now, isn't that funny? I don't even know your name.
Richardson. Mrs. Julia Richardson.
You're married.
Divorced.
Well, Mrs. Richardson, I'm Michael Scott. And we, the Richardsons and the Scotts, are neighbors. And when a neighbor is in trouble...
The window! I opened the window.
I beg your pardon.
I opened the front window to get out the cigar smoke.
You opened a window in your apartment?
Yes, it's open. I'm sure we could get in.
My dear Mrs. Richardson, we are one flight up.
The window's on that side. Surely there must be some sort of way in.
Yes. Yes, why don't we have a look and see what we can find?
Mr. Scott, I feel absolutely safe in your hands because there is something about you that brings out everything that is vicious and violent in my nature.
Mrs. Richardson, we understand each other perfectly. Allow me.
There's a ledge.
Yes, but it's a long drop and it's bound to be slippery in the rain.
But it's 6 inches wide.
I have a large foot.
This is definitely open. I can see the curtains fluttering.
So near and yet so far. Well, maybe we can think of something else.
But you could easily climb along that ledge.
Mrs. Richardson, I am a good neighbor, not an aerial acrobat.
But I'm sure you could do it. It's just a matter of not looking down.
I'm bad at heights. Well, I can see it now. Broken leg, fractured skull, and we'd still be locked out of your apartment, whereas the worst that can happen here is a little crick in the neck from sleeping on the couch.
You were never married. You're too damn self-centered.
From 18 to 22, I was both married and unselfish. 2 of the greatest mistakes of my life.
All right, good neighbor. I'll go.
Now, wait, Mrs. Richardson. I really think we ought not to.
Don't worry about me. Oh, don't touch me. I'll do it when I go.
You're a damn brave woman, Mrs. Richardson, but I really think you ought to remove your high heels. Just for once, let me be of assistance. Really are lovely shoes.
Will you put my foot down?
Of course. Be careful, Mrs. Richardson. We don't want to lose you.
I live through this. I'm going to come back and kill you.
Mrs. Richardson, I think the thing to do is come back right now. You haven't finished your brandy. You haven't
For
finished...
God's sake, shut up!
Just as you say, I was only... Hello? Yes? Sorry, you got the wrong number.
Michael?
Yes, of course it's me. Who's that?
Sophie.
Oh, Sophie.
I just rang to say that...
Yes, of course I knew it was you. What do you want? Did you forget something?
Sophie, I am sorry.
Michael,
Yes?
listen to me.
I promise, never again. I'll see you tomorrow. What?
Let me in!
Yes, of course I do.
What were you doing?
What? Oh, I was trying the phone again. You seemed so desperately determined. Well, how did you do? Get in?
Oh, sure. I just came back this way to let you know I made it.
No one could say you didn't try. Now I think we should talk seriously about that couch.
Look, neighbor. You want me to sleep on your couch,
Why? Simply make the offer.
I promise you, I am not too cold or too wet or too tired to defend myself with elbow, knee, and karate chop. But I am too wet and too cold to stand around in these things and play ring around the bedroom with you. I will go and take my clothes off. I will shower. And then, no doubt, I will find something dry of yours to wear. And then we will talk. And in the meantime, good neighbor, I am going to lock you out.
Hey! Mrs. Richardson, my brandy is still in there.
Climbing through the bedroom window, I'll leave it open.
You're wasting your time. She's out.
How do you know?
Well, I live here. I keep a track of comings and goings.
Yeah, she had a party here tonight.
Yes, I know. And after the party was over, she left. I'll give her a message if you like. I'm bound to see her before morning.
There you are you? And, how do you manage that?
All right, good neighbor, or I let you. Hi. What are you doing back here?
Well, I just hoped I might get back before you'd made any other, arrangement for, the rest of the evening.
You what?
Yeah, well, I didn't mean. I just didn't know you had a...
Jesus!
Well, hell, I believe in everybody living their own lives. I mean, hell, I'm not here to knock it. I'm just sorry I showed up so late, that's all.
Goddamn men! You can't stand the sight of a woman on her own, can you? Does the general know you came back here?
Well, ma'am, I suppose he near enough figured it out.
Get out! Get out!
Oh, hell, I figured you probably had another man. Just that I'd come back and try to...
Dirty-minded young man. Are you sure those clothes are all right?
I am sick to death of all this playing around. You are going to get out there and get my key and let me into my apartment. I swear to God, I hate men.
Well, when I come to think of it, it may explain my unbelievable reluctance to get out on that ledge and risk my life for you.
Look, you want me to sleep on your couch, right? I don't know what you expect to get from me between now and dawn, but you are going to get out there and get my key, and I will hug it to my breast and sleep on your goddamn couch.
Somewhere along the line, you've lost the spirit of this, Mrs. Richardson.
Oh.
However, I am going to prove to you that chivalry is not dead, and that as long as there is an Englishman left, worse things can happen to a woman than a night on a man's couch.
Go and go!
Careful.
By God, I knew there was some humanity in you someplace.
It may surprise you to know that even a woman who wants to sleep alone can be human.
This is not the time to discourage.
Take care.
You all right?
All right. I'm insane. But I'm alive. And I'm coming back.
No, no, go the other way. Once you're past the balcony, it's easy.
I am coming back.
But you've done the hard part. If you'd just have gone on, you'd have been there.
Mrs. Richardson, out here, it is cold, and wet, and high. And to an incredible degree, I have proved willing. So I am coming back now. Oh! Oh!
You were almost there. You can't quit now.
Open the window.
But you were almost there. You'd hate me if I let you quit now.
I am going to hate you if you don't open this goddamn window. Well, they must have reconnected it.
Hello?
Hello, Sophie?
No, not Sophie.
Oh. Let me speak with Michael.
Michael is out.
I'm telling him I called earlier, but the line was busy. I'm telling him we're meeting with Berkman first thing in the morning, as planned.
I shall be glad.
Remember, first thing. And just for the record, what's your name?
Why not call me Chastity?
Hey! Where are you going?
Salut, Jean.
If you fall, I'll call for an ambulance.
I can explain that.
Well, don't stand out there in the rain. Go and get my key and come back and tell me about it.
Damn it, why didn't I just go to bed?
Be careful, Mr. Scott. We don't want to lose you. I'm beginning to think you're wonderful. Watch out!
Oh, do something!
Let it go!
Oh.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Are you all right?
You driving? Or was I?
Oh my God! Come here. Oh, look at me.
Mrs. Richardson, I've suffered a great deal at your hands, but if...
You were very brave.
Oh.
Put it.
Stop poking me and get this box off. It's not too much to ask, is it? You won't mind if I don't climb up and have another go?
Oh, she doesn't know her neighbor. What the hell is she wearing?
What happened to Lieutenant Davis? I thought he came back here.
They buried him in the goddamn greenhouse.
Julia, we stopped by the ambassador's for a drink, and he loved your party. We thought you'd want to know.
Thanks.
So we stopped by, and don't worry about David. I'll bring him back whenever you want him.
The offer of the couch is withdrawn. You can take a shower and go to bed. Well, there's always the hall. I am sleeping here in the warm. I can assure you, Mrs. Richardson, that I have neither the desire nor the strength to touch you. The choice is yours.
All right, good name.
You're a deceitful pig of a man. And I hope she has some terrible social disease and you lose your mind. Oh.
Can I bring you a pillow?
No.
How about a ring?
No.
I don't suppose...
No.
Well, What about my tracksuit? That's warm.
Shut up and go to bed.
You'll catch pneumonia. How about a vitamin C? Look, Mrs. Richardson, it is almost dawn. Would you like to do what most Belgians do when it's almost dawn?
I doubt it.
I'll get you a sweater.
Merci. You're supposed to rub that for luck.
Do you believe in that sort of thing?
Of course I do. Don't you? Coming.
Voilà, monsieur, dame. 2 onion soups. Merci.
Merci. This is the only way to face the day. Especially if you haven't been to bed all night.
You lived in Brussels long?
Back and forth.
It's beautiful. I never really expected to like the city so much.
Are you staying long?
I'm here to do some articles on the common market and cover the NATO war games.
Journalist, eh?
And you?
I'm an arms dealer.
You're what?
I sell arms.
How could you?
It's not easy. Competition's fierce, especially in
People are starving all over the world, and you're selling bullets.
Other people are selling food. I've nothing against people eating. Oh, if they didn't eat, they wouldn't buy arms, would they?
Ah!
Merci, monsieur.
Hey, wait! Will you wait? No! I'm a salesman.
You sell death.
I sell protection. What do you expect, the entire world to sit around and love each other?
Yes.
Okay, let's go back to the onion soup and try.
I will not eat onion soup bought on the blood of innocent people. Taxi! Taxi!
Would you mind? Now, where are we going?
I'm going home.
You're locked out.
I shall get a key from the landlord.
Oh, you think he's up yet?
Yep, and if he's not, I'll get him up.
He lives on the Avenue Louise.
Avenue Louise.
Oui, madame.
I'm going to have to pay for this with the blood of the innocent people, you know.
Right.
Leo, why the hell can't we have conventional targets?
It's his idea. Something to do with the bullets.
I tell you, at this distance, not even on automatic am I likely to hit any of those.
One short burst is all that is necessary. Each bullet contains a shrapnel device. Try it and see.
Ben, mon vieux.
You see what I mean?
Leo, we are going to have to arrange a little demonstration for General Steedman.
Oh, David. Did Deanne bring you back?
Yeah, she said she thought she'd better call you before she dropped in.
Oh, did she?
Hi.
Hi. Hi to you, too.
I want to apologize about this morning. I was very tired. I hate what you do. But I shouldn't have been so rude. Here's your taxi fare.
I'm just going to call your friend General Steedman. He shoots the guns I sell. Would you take onion soup with him?
That's not a very profitable line of discussion.
All right, let's forget onion soup. How about dinner tomorrow night? I'll borrow the money.
I'll bet 500.
I'm out.
You're 5 and up 5.
And drop.
It's 1,000 to me. This is the last pot.
You're out. I don't believe you.
It will cost you another 5 to prove I'm a liar.
I'll call you.
Full house?
Full. Kings over 8s.
2s. Under aces.
Under aces.
Are we transferring into dollars?
Into dollars.
Mr. Scott, my friend Vicomte Lardet.
Mr. Scott, I am enchanted to meet you.
Thank you. This is Leo de Vivier.
Bonjour.
And gentlemen, General Steedman.
Ah, good morning, my dear General.
Now. Again. I've never seen an automatic like it.
No soldier in NATO should be without it.
Oh, you're damn right. That's not going to be an easy thing to do.
Ah. American offshore purchasers buy up most of the hardware.
Oh, it doesn't matter who pays for it. In NATO, you have to have unanimous approval from all the member nations. It's like getting a troop of horses to piss at the same time.
Surely you can make a recommendation that
If an American suggests anything, it's automatically resisted. Hell, we couldn't get him to agree on the 10 Commandments. What we've got to do is get the Danes or the Italians to recommend it. That's it, the Italians. Nobody's mad at them right now.
Bye.
Hey, you know, during the next few weeks, soldiers are going to be gathering around here for the war games. I think General Worth's Charles will be within 50 miles of this place. What we should do is to get the Italian general to sponsor a shoot on that guy's estate, eh? And during it, you arrange for a demonstration of that gun.
But you do like General Steedman, Henry, as you call him.
I don't dislike generals as people. It's just what the job does to them.
How about Russian generals?
What's the difference? Russian, Chinese, French, all the same. They keep each other in business with mutual threats. And then when there is a war, they stay in the rear and mobilize the civilians to do the fighting.
Some things are worth fighting for, even if you are a civilian.
Don't confuse me. I know what I hate. First an army officer and now an arms dealer.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Yep.
Julia, this is Tony.
Tony? Oh. Oh, General Peruzzi, of course.
Come on, General Peruzzi. Anthony, if you must be formal.
Hmm?
Formal, but it is only Tony who speaks to you. The general is just a uniform I must wear.
Well, of course. Tony. I shall try to remember.
I hope so, because here I am surrounded by decisions with the 75,000 troops now on the move and still Tony has felt the need to call you.
Well, Julia is honored.
Listen, I'm arranging a shoot tomorrow at the nobleman's chateau.
He's a special friend, and I'm inviting a number of generals from the other troops. The maneuvers, yes. Just a little gathering before the contest gets underway. I thought you might like to come as my guest, my special guest.
Well, I'd love to. How kind of you to think of me.
Not at all. You are often in my mind. Too often, Julia.
Would you mind if I brought a photographer?
A photographer? Press. Of course. Of course. If it will help you, of course.
You are a dear, Tony.
Listen, there will be a dinner tonight. I'll pick you up at 8 o'clock, all right? Goodbye.
Ciao.
Ciao. Andiamo. Signor Sì.
Ils se préparent à partir. Ils sont partis. On dirait que quelqu'un a fait un mauvais départ. C'est Hassler qui a fait un mauvais départ. Passons par la tribune pour la première fois. Nous avons Jean-Pierre, bon Philippe, et dangereuse, botte à botte. Puis Grand Véfour, Chou à la crème et Hassler.
Pardon.
All right, you fix it?
All done. Just like you said. Who've you got?
Harfleur.
I've rented 18 traps. We'll have 9 clay pigeons going in one direction, 9 in the other.
Arrivant au premier tournant, nous avons Jean-Pierre, bon Philippe, dangereuse, Grand Véfour, Chou à la crème et Hassler en dernière position.
He hasn't won all year. 50 to 1.
Arrivant dans la dernière ligne droite, nous avons Jean-Pierre, dangereuse.
Shall we set them up today?
No. They shoot in the Chateau Wood in the morning. So if we get there about 11, we'll have plenty of time to set them up.
We can zero in the sights and be ready when they come in for lunch.
He's going to win!
Was there ever any doubt? Meet me at my place tomorrow at 9.
Right.
Premier Hassler, numéro 6. Deuxième Bon Philippe, numéro 1. Troisième Dangereuse, numéro 4. Quatrième Creature, numéro 5. La course de 2h30 a été retardée d'une demi-heure.
Magic night. Look at that.
Just like Versailles, before the revolution.
The trouble was, I shot the bird myself. Didn't realize until later it was quite the wrong thing to do. I should have allowed Philip to get in the first shot. Everyone has to wait until he downs one himself.
Ah, madame, I am enchanted that you waited without.
Bonsoir, mon con.
Ciao, Tony.
Jean, ton accueil est fantastique.
Oh, mais non, c'est rien.
There is a young lady there longing to be rescued. Will you forgive me if I just go and do that?
I'll bring her over here. Freddie and I can explain about tomorrow's shoot. Teach these girls what blood sports are all about.
You know, I've always said to myself, if I have to roll around in the mud with a strange man, that'll be the kind of man I'll roll around with.
If I told you that story, I'm sure you wouldn't believe it.
I'm sure you're right, dear. Tell me.
We paid 3 public information officers to keep the press out of here.
I've got to go serve the nuts.
The press does sometimes get to the truth, Henry, in spite of all those public information officers. What are you trying to hide, anyway?
Nothing to hide, Julia. We're just trying to have a little private gathering, and we plan to keep it that way.
Well, I'm not trying to spoil your fun. certainly one thing I'll give you, Henry. You generals don't let a little thing like peace alter your lifestyle. They're up to something. I've got to see Peruzzi. Hang about.
Follow me.
Some people have a special nose for news. Who would have thought that pretty little nose of yours was one of them?
It's an ordinary nose. But like the thousands of people I write for, it has an extraordinary interest in extraordinary men.
Adulatrice. Tomorrow I'm presenting something to all the nations of NATO. An Italian project. Look. A miracle of engineering. To be accepted, all the nations must agree on it. But after the demonstration I'm arranging tomorrow, I have no doubt that its acceptance will be unanimous.
Where's Michael?
Running, I suppose. But I'm going to stay here and wait for him anyway.
Hi.
Hi.
You're up early this morning.
Uh-huh. Got a long day.
Me too. Gotta start school today.
Huh? Is your mother up?
I guess so. She's out on a shoot with a lot of generals.
She's what?
Out on a shoot. You know, a bird shoot. This Italian general she made asked her to. Hey!
I don't think I'm going to marry Michael after all.
Mary? Michael asked you to marry him?
No. But what's that got to do with it? What kind of a marriage would that be?
A travesty.
Leo! Leo, come on, we've got to get going.
She only came to tell me she wouldn't marry you.
Marry? Marry who? Oh, hello, Julia. Sophie.
You see, he doesn't even know me.
Come on, let's get the hell out of here.
You see what I mean?
The Visconti has told me that you are molto sportiva.
Well, I have shot.
Splendid. Then you will be my loader.
I didn't know Julia was going on the shoot.
Why shouldn't she go? She's an excellent shot.
It figures most pacifists are.
It was the best staff officer you ever had, George. You taught her.
Yeah.
Tally-ho! I'll be rooting for the birds. Ooh.
Please, step on it.
What did she do?
I don't know. All I know is she hates generals, she hates arms dealers, and she can create total havoc even when she isn't trying.
Oh, are you sure? I said, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Now, will you move?
Allora, battaglione, ricordatevi. Rosso è il nemico, e blu siamo noi.
Finish. Yeah.
Due! Una, due!
This fog coming up doesn't help much.
Yes, it's a pity.
Hey.
Everybody? Right, the red is us.
Hey, Corporal, listen. The Italians have started fighting all your boys. Back there. You understand? The Italians there. Come on.
Come on, Ed. Come on. Forward, men. Everybody.
Ragazzi, gli inglesi stanno cominciando a combattere contro i nostri.
I say, old chap, it's bad form shooting down the line like that. You've taken my bird.
I shot my own bird.
You shot my bird, and I'll thank you to keep your gun pointing ahead of you.
I shot my own bird.
You did not.
Che figlio di buona donna sei.
I happen to understand that. It obviously applies to your mother 3 times over.
The British. Always telling everyone what to do.
Bloody Italians! You've no respect for anybody. You'd steal the air if you could.
Still, crazy Englishman. You think this is the 19th century, huh?
What?
You shout, you make the rules, you send a gunboat. Go.
Hey!
Halt!
What the hell are you doing?
Well, sir, it looks like... I'm afraid we're just a tiny bit lost, sir. Sir!
Lost?
Yes, sir. The fog. We heard shooting, and I thought that...
The British lost in the fog. Can you believe that? The British lost in the fog.
The British are all right. Oh, ities! Crazy Italians!
What the...
Oh, mi dispiace. I'm sorry, sir. We heard some shooting and...
Ma che carnevale state combinando?
Signor Generale, abbiamo sentito spari di artiglieria.
Ma che artiglieria? Erano colpi di fucile da caccia.
Will you get out of here? This is a private shoot.
Avete le orecchie di salami, eh?
Quiet!
Turn that thing around and get the hell out of here.
Yes, sir.
And you...
Fire that tank!
Sì, signore.
Compagnia, dietro front! Avanti, va!
And if you're not off my land in 5 minutes, I shall set the dogs on you!
Good shooting, everybody!
That photographer! Stop that photographer!
double. Man in the white, Mac.
Come on.
Sorry, Governor.
Cool.
It's all right. We're clear.
How did you do it?
I started a rumor that in the fog the Italians were fighting the British.
You what?
By the time they get back to headquarters, they find it's not true.
Paul.
So what harm's done?
Paul, this time you've gone too far.
Gotta get back to Haggett. Get out of the way! Back to headquarters. Keep this out of the papers. I'll kill the first son of a bitch I catch talking to a reporter.
I say, sir, I wonder if you could help me. Oh, never mind, sir.
Oh, the goddamn British.
The goddamn British would be all right if it weren't for the goddamn American.
Well, what the hell? Where? Howdy. Oh, shit.
Gabriella! Hurry up, we need the car! Come on, get it started, come on! Hurry up! We're driving back to Brussels! Come on, get in! Drivers!
What happened? Did the birds start shooting back?
Come on!
Henry, where are you going? Wait for me!
Christ, what'll the press do with this? Let's go!
Nella fogna dovevate finire, non nell'acqua. Ma siete rincoglioniti tutti quanti. Come quegli inglesi che hanno rovinato tutto. Adesso il fucile ve lo potete mettere in quel posto.
What was that all about?
Oh, I think he said those bloody English have ruined everything.
Go away!
Mrs. Julia Richardson, my neighbor.
Total havoc.
Corriere della Sera. Sir, the Herald Tribune, the London Times, and the Washington Post.
I'll send you a belly dancer for Christmas.
I can't wait that long.
More trouble.
Hello? He's angry.
He has a long memory. He remembers all the way back to yesterday.
Michael,
You don't have to say it. After all, what's a million or two between friends, Julia?
Michael's always had that lucky touch. He's got a marvelous deal for us in the Middle East. Those Arabs want to buy the world. For some reason, they thought Michael was just the man to do it. He's off on Saturday.
if people didn't sell arms, all this wouldn't be necessary.
You?
Marching orders from Washington to pour troubled water over all that oil.
Leaving me in your destructive wake, no doubt.
What, me? It's not me that's destructive.
Aye.
It's what you do that's destructive.
I was simply minding my own business.
Look, who was it who invited who into whose apartment?
I am trying to forget that. Besides, I've given up selling arms, if that's what you're going on about.
Yes, I know. You're going to bring Western culture, the consumer society, to the desert. Gambling clubs, traffic jams, racetracks. And no doubt some of it'll rub off on my son while you're jogging over the sand with him in your spare time.
Allow me.
Be careful. That's very special old brandy. You might need it if you get locked out of my apartment. Thank you. Anyway, as I was saying, but could you take your earplugs out? I can't hear a word I'm saying. Well, you know what happened again this week because I was thinking about this as he said you could. So, that's what I said.
Now some are born to always win, while other people never quite begin. It's got me wondering that a lucky touch can do. I crossed my fingers when we met, but I'm not even in your good books yet. It seems I've got to get that lucky touch with you. With you it could be so nice, but it was no dice right from the very